about to do my skin care because I need to go out and do pay some bills, run some errands. Oh, yeah, I gotta get, what is that shit called? My oil change. So I actually yesterday got the new, I don't know how new this is, but I got the Mia Smart Clarisonic. I love Clarisonic. I've been using it since 2011. Thank you, Jenna Garcia, even though I'm always a Beyonce. And that bitch don't know nothing about candy coated raindrops. Just telling you right now. This is going with part 2 of my Kylie skincare review and routine. I will, of course, be using the foaming face wash. I'm telling you guys, it's becoming a favorite of mine. And you guys already know I've either used the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser or the Sunday Riley cleanser, and this is becoming a favorite of mine. It feels so luxurious and silky, like I'm obsessed with it. Okay. This is my probably 3rd Clarisonic since I started using them in 2011, and to be honest, I've only gotten new ones because I either gotten them for free. So I updated and gave my old ones away. Of course, not the brush head. That's disgusting. Oh, it feels so weird. Or this is the only one I've really bought in since 2011. And it's just because it has the smart one. So I'm like super excited to try this one. But I don't really know how it works. And I don't really feel like reading no damn instructions right now. So... I love this. It feels so amazing on my skin, and it, especially paired with the Kylie Jenner foaming face wash, I'm like obsessed. And that's it. I mean, what is it? A minute of your day? I mean, who doesn't have time for all that? Do I look like her? Do I look like Kylie Jenner? Not yet. All right. I'm gonna go on with the rest of my day. I'll check in with you bitches later. I know. I noticed editing my videos, I talk so fast. And to me, I don't notice it while I'm doing it. But I stumble over my words a lot. Or you don't really know what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm going to try to slow it on down. For y'all. But see you bitches later. Peace. Look, you guys. I'm a brand new bitch. I got my ring light. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. So, yes. So, we're continuing on. Is Kylie working for me? So, right now I'm going to cleanse using my Clarisonic, of course, my new one. And, of course, we're going to start off with her foaming face wash, which, again, you guys, I'm really liking it. Super luxurious. And I honestly even, I really haven't been wearing too much makeup lately, but I'll be honest, I am noticing my skin is looking brighter though, so I'm like super excited. What do you guys use to cleanse your face? Do you guys have a Clarisonic? Do you guys use the Proactive, the Clinique? What else is out there? The Foreo? It is the morning time, so I probably should be using my Foreo, but since I just got this Clarisonic, I'm like super excited to be using it, so I've been leaning more towards this right now. Yes, love this. It feels so good on my skin. So now we're going to use the, where'd it go? Here we go. The Walnut Face Scrub. Dun, 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 dun. But honestly, to me, I've not noticed any cons with this whatsoever. I even use this. I started using it twice a day because I wanted to see if it would really do something to my skin. And to be honest, I am not noticing anything but like perfection, like for real. And again, you guys, I use the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, and I do use the intensive one. I'll be honest, I do use the intensive one because again, I'm a man. But you know, our skin type is different than women's. Again, to me, the Kate Somerville is way, 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 way more intensive. And I don't really know if I should be doing this or not, but I use it when I shave and when I don't shave. So like I'll shave and I'll still exfoliate, and I don't know if I really should be doing that part or not, but whatever, I do what I do. But but I've also used it without shaving where I didn't need to, where it's been like a day or two later, and it's still like the same intensity. So I don't think it's because I shade then use it, because there were days where I haven't shaved and I use it and it doesn't feel any softer to me. But this honestly feels so good, because you only really honestly feel the walnut maybe, or like the particles when you first put it on, but as you are gently massaging this into your skin, and again, as you can see, it like kind of like milks up, or I guess like kind of creates this thicker consistency, and I don't feel like it's scrubbing my skin anymore. I don't know, I really honestly like it. I love it. I think it's amazing. Oh, I know I probably shouldn't be doing that, but I love rubbing my eyes. It feels so good to me. My favorite part now, the serum. Again, you guys, I really honestly like the serum. I am noticing here where my bigger dark spots are at, but right here I really do see that they are diminishing, and I'm super excited about this. I'm very, let me take that back. I'm not very self-conscious, but I am. I mean, I do notice it, and I don't like it. There are some days where, you know, I'm not wearing makeup, and my dark spots around my eyes and right here, you know, I sometimes will think about, and it does, you know, kind of, you know, just think about it every now and then. But I do notice that they are diminishing, but honestly so like I'm getting more used to the smell, and again, it's not anything that's like super intense, like, oh my god, like I'm gonna pass shit. Like I'm going to pass out or like vomit or anything like that, because that's not the case whatsoever, but it's just not the best scent. And you would think a vitamin C serum would have a little bit of a kind of, you know, like a little bit of a citrus, little nice little aroma to it. So, I mean, I do like it. I just do have other products that don't give off that little bit of a weird scent, and maybe mine's different, because I've looked and I haven't found anybody that is talking about the scent of that, and if they are, they're like loving it, which I'm finding like really odd, because I am not. So, and I just thought, so even though this is a metal tip, I'm like, I wonder if I can, because it's a cream, not a serum, for this eye product. I was like, I wonder if I can put this in the fridge. So I'm gonna put this bad boy in the fridge, and I'm gonna see if that does anything for the next time that I use this eye product. But what I would also say about this eye product that I really do like is, I do like it. It does, you know, it does feel good. Again, I wish it was a metal tip. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge, see if that makes any difference. I do notice my fine lines. Not really seeing too much about it. I don't really see them diminishing or anything. I'm not noticing any of here lightening or anything, which again, it doesn't say that it's doing that. So for me, I feel like I could probably live without the eye cream. And again, not that it's bad, I just feel like I could kind of live without it. Now this moisturizer, I'm back and forth on. It does feel nice, but like, look, I have to pump this. So I did get some out with one pump, and now I'm pumping again. Nothing's coming out. And then all of a sudden, I'll get a little bit more. So it's not consistent, and it's staying. So I don't know if it's because, like, of course, the product itself has a lid, and it's sitting like this. So I don't know if that's what it is. Zoom back in. There we go. So I don't know if that's what it is, and then the way that the pump is, it's coming from this way, and that's where the difference is. But, so that's kind of like odd to me. I'm not sure why I have to keep prepping it. And also, I don't feel like this is an ultra hydrating. Honestly, I don't even feel like it's a normal hydrating moisturizer. It does feel great. It is a thicker consistency to me, so it doesn't feel like it, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's really hydrating as some of my other moisturizers that I do have. So for me, as of right now, I'm kind of thinking I can skip the eye products and the moisturizer, because I just think that even though there might be, you know, the moisturizer I do use and my eye product I do use is a bit more expensive, I I'm liking, like, when I like the result, I like how it feels. You know, everything else I really do enjoy. The toner is amazing so far. Again, I love the cleanser. It's right up there with me with, I mean, I don't think I'll ever move away from the Soy Face Cleanser from Fresh or the Sunday Riley Ceramic Slip Cleanser, but, like, I would definitely rebuy that one once it runs out from KylieSkin. I really like it. The toner, love. That one I can see replacing the Soy Fresh one that I use. I really enjoy that toner a lot. And I do like the vitamin C serum, and I would reorder it again, but if I ran out and I forgot, I wouldn't, like, lose my mind and, like, start tearing up my whole house, like, what the fuck? You know, like, I would use something else I already have. Toodles.
But it's shit. In all honesty, they do. I've had people send me
hey bitches, I'm back.
Basically, I've had people tweet out naked pictures of you guys. And Twitter's...
You guys, Nick Snyder, he is, so gorgeous. Like, oh my god. Anyway, me and both of my chins love him. But this is my, like, last step, moment to choose for me with my Kylie review. I stated earlier in my part 1, and I think I said it earlier while I was, like, going through, like, each day and, like, testing it out and such, that the walnut scrub, you know, the exfoliator, I really been liking. I don't think it's as harsh as people are, like, trying to make it seem like it was before they even tried the product. And with the walnut scrub so far, I've not had any irritation using it on my face. So I'm going to continue watching Nick Snyder and do one more run through of the skincare, sit down, record my final thoughts, and again, I'm gonna give you some information about exfoliants that I found and give you, again, my honest opinion. So stay tuned, watch this, do whatever you gotta do. Yeah, and I'll be back. Using the Clarisonic, the new one. This is the Mia Smart that you can,
by literally the smallest thing.
I forgot to turn the back on. I never gonna hear what I'm saying. But you download the app on your phone, and I'm loving this. I did not think I could love the Clarisonic even more, and I do. I love it so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and, again, get started. But I wanted to say that I always use the Clarisonic to cleanse my skin before I shave, then I go through the rest of my regimen as normal. I haven't done a mask in so long because, again, I've only been using Kylie skincare for the past week. I've not used anything else. No other masks, no serums, no hydrating mist, no essence, nothing. And I feel like my skin is kind of like, I do feel like in one sense it does look brighter in certain areas, but then in other parts I'm kind of like, my skin is like, bitch, get back to your normal routine. I need the Clearance Double Serum. You know, I need, you know, stuff that I normally use in general. So stay tuned.
I was like, oh, someone farted in a bush. Oh, call the police. Somebody farted.
See, after I use the wash, I do notice my skin, to me, looks brighter. But, so I'm going to go ahead and shave now. I always either use Nivea or I use Gillette's. But for anybody else that, like, shaves their face, what do you guys use? Like, what's your favorite? I've never found, like, a really good electric shaver. I feel like it doesn't get, at least I've tried. I've not found one that gets deep enough, so I have to, like, shave and use it every single day. So, and I really don't like that. So right now I use the Harry's, which you can get at, well, I get mine at Target. I'm not sure it's sold anywhere else. But I really do like the Harry's brand. I think it's really good, especially because the replacement razors are such a good deal. Because razors can be so expensive, like $30 for like 4, and they go so fast. But with the Harry's, I feel like I can use each razor for like 2 weeks, and I do shave like almost every 2 to 3 days, depending on if I put makeup on or, you know, just my mood. Or sometimes I'm just a lazy bitch and don't want to shave, you know, so. But if you guys use like a different brand, I know like I've heard really good things about Baxter of California. Of course, I know Tom Ford also has some shaving items I haven't tried before. So if you guys have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys are using. I don't really know why, but I like that sound of shaving. Is that weird? I don't know if you guys can even hear it or not. I'll see when I'm editing, I guess, but okay, at least I'm not like Tom on Vanderpump Rules. You guys remember, I think it was season 1 where he like shaved his forehead. I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? I was like, thank god you're hot, because that was stupid as hell. Tom Sandoval. Now it's time for the walnut face scrub. Let's see what this does to my skin, if it irritates it now because I just shaved. And I'm going to add a little bit more than I have been. Even for me having a super big micro like rhino head, I don't need very much of the face scrub. But, like I said, I don't need very much of the face scrub. But I'm going to add a little bit more today, just so I can really see for you guys. And I don't know, because I have more water on my skin than I think when I first started using it. I really tried to not add a lot of water because I really wanted to see with the less amount of water if it would have kind of any effect, as if it would feel like harsher or not, which it did not. This still feels the same even though I added more water, because I feel like the grains dissipate as you are applying it, and I don't want to say rubbing it on, but you know, as you're you know, applying it to the rest of your face, it kind of gets like, you know, like, I don't want to say milky either, kind of like pasty. That's a good way to describe it, pasty, because it gets kind of pasty. I don't think that it necessarily matters if you have less or more water on your skin with this particular item. Again, it is not giving me any type of irritation, burning, tingling type of feeling whatsoever. I did watch today Jeffree Star's video with Shane Dawson. First of all, fucking hilarious. I cannot get enough of them. They're so hilarious. And I know Shane has a, it seems like he has a very, very sensitive skin. But I will say, watching the video, I did see his skin did look really good. Like, it did look brighter. But I feel like he would do something, like he would use another product and then it would kind of go away. And that's kind of what I was noticing too. Because remember in my first video, and you'll see throughout, I'll say like, oh, my skin looks brighter. Then I'll kind of look again and be like, and then I'll use like another product. I'm like, see, it does look brighter. So I'm not sure if like maybe all the products used together, if they should necessarily be together, because like maybe they're not really that compatible with each other. Like, I kind of go back and forth, but again, I'll go over all of that in my final thoughts. Oh my god, I was kind of remembering Jerry Springer when he used to have like his final thoughts, whatever, at the end of his shows. Like, you legit just have like dwarf strippers on stage doing the crazy, like, get out of here. No one cares about your damn final thoughts. I don't know, what do you guys think? It does. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not really mad at that face scrub. I really like it, honestly. Now it's time for the toner. To be honest, I really haven't been using this with a cotton swab. Because, oh, but now that I shave a clean face, I guess I really can. I feel like using them with the cotton ball, I just feel like, well, obviously, I feel like most of it's getting absorbed into the cotton swab. And I don't really think it's doing much. I feel like I end up having to apply a lot more than if I just really kind of pat this into my skin. Perfect. So the toner's all done. The serum. Okay, so first of all, okay, so like I said earlier, I watched the Jeffree Star one with Shane Dawson, and I'm so glad. So not to be like anything, but I'm really glad this happened. So I put in my video, and I think mine was up first. I'm not 100% sure. Don't come for me if I'm wrong. But I just watched the video today. So even if theirs came out first, I had not watched it until today, which is June, what is today? 1 second. Ugh. Oh my god, he's so hot. Nick Snyder. Okay, so June 5th. So I just watched it today. And as soon as they pumped this serum into their skin. They were stuck on the smell, especially Shane Dawson. And I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of felt a little validated. Like, okay, it's not just me. And you know what? It does kind of smell like dog treats. Like, I don't know if they really said it or not, but I will. You know those treats where it looked like kind of like a rawhide bone, and then it had like the little centerpiece and you can like push it out. That's what it smelled like to me, because growing up we used to have all these dogs, and that's probably why I hate animals now. But and we used to always buy those for our dogs. I don't know. Again, the smell I feel like I can live without. Again, but it's not really doing anything extra to my skin. I do feel like it does help to bring out some radiance, but I feel like I have other products that do that already. I'll be right back, one moment. So, I put my eye cream in the refrigerator to see if that would do anything extra for it. Because it does have, whoa, calm down, bitch. Because it does have this tip on the end to disperse it. But let's see how this works for us. I don't feel like it really did anything. I was hoping it was going to be like super cooling to the touch, but it kind of feels the same. It just feels like this part feels colder, but not really this tip part. So my little experiment failed. It didn't do shit. Okay, so now we're going to use the moisturizer, and I think you guys already know. I'm not 100% like the biggest fan of it. It's okay. See, look, again, I have to... Like, where's my product at? Okay, there we go. But it's like that every single time I use that, I have to pump it so many times. It makes me think like, well, where's my product in general? And to me, the consistency is so... To me, it's thicker than what I personally would like for a moisturizer. It does say it's also for the neck as well. But you know, I would like something that's a little bit lighter of consistency. I really want it. I don't feel like it really gets absorbed into the skin. It kind of feels like you're kind of moving stuff around until it kind of evaporates. I will say though, now that I used more of the walnut scrub, I feel like I didn't get all of it off of my skin. I feel like there's still some there, but I don't really want to use like a washcloth to remove it, because I feel like that would be harsher on my skin. So I normally just wet it a lot to try to get everything off, and then I, of course, pat dry, as you guys have seen a couple times. So we're all set. I've done the Kylie Jenner makeup review part 2 of Just Kylie Skin for the past week. Does my skin look any different? Does it look about the same? Is it worth it? What do you guys think? So I'm going to upload my final thoughts. Hey guys. So it's like the next day, and I just been real busy. I just took like an hour-long nap, and I'm so tired. But I really need to record it so I can take off these damn lashes. I feel like lashes to me is what I would compare to after a long day of work, coming home and women taking off their brows. Like, I feel like that's what lashes are for me. But anyway, I'm here for the review, my final thoughts, and I got some fucking information for you guys. So, in general, do I think that the kit is worth it? It was $125. I mean, you do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products. They are pretty good sizes. The only size I'm really not loving too much. Definitely the serum. I think the serum can be bigger. I think that's really it. I just think the serum can be bigger. Because that's just not a standard size. Most of them are at least 1 ounce, 1.7 ounce to be very honest. But it's whatever. I think 125, I mean, if you think about that, 6. I mean, that's less than... Girl, I can't even think. Like, my brain is so fried right now. I'm over here like... I don't know what the fuck I'm going through. Let's see. that roughly means each product was $20.84 or 83 cents. You know, I didn't start wearing makeup and stuff until after I got out of the military. You know, so I was already in my late 20s. So I skipped kind of the whole drugstore experience. So for me, basically $21 for each product. I think that's a little high for this, but that's just my opinion. I don't think it's a good value. I think it should be lower. I probably would have done like maybe $75 for all of them. Anyway, the only two that I would rebuy for sure is this foaming face wash. I really do like it. Like, I honestly do. I was quite impressed with it, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting too much from the brand in general, but I really do like the face wash. I would rebuy this. Like, I'm going to. When this runs, even before I run out, I'm going to order, make sure I have this on deck. Now, the vanilla milk toner, I actually really did like. I was super impressed by it. And again, you guys know, at first I was a little hesitant. I was like, it's not a spray. I'm so used to like the little spritz, yada. But I really do like the toner. Like, I'm definitely going to rebuy this. And I honestly think it's going to replace my Fresh Rose toner that I use currently. I really honestly love this toner. Great deal. The walnut face scrub, I honestly did like. I did notice in my last experiment, I did add more, and it definitely did leave like some of the product left behind. Like, I don't feel like I got all of it off, and I don't know if that was just me being like, did I miss some stuff or what happened? I know that I brought it up a couple of times. I don't mind how intense the Kate Somerville one is. So I don't mind it. But I also didn't mind this. Like, if I had some left over and I ran out, I would be totally fine. Or if she had, like, if this was on sale on Kylie's website, I would buy it again. I would buy it again, but it's not what I would recommend, like the other two. The toner and the foaming face wash, absolutely love. Now, these three bad boys. The eye cream, it did nothing for me. It didn't do anything for me. I mean, I don't think it wasn't awful, but again, it didn't have a wow factor to me. I wouldn't rebuy it, whether it's on sale or not. I have other eye products that work amazing. Just didn't do anything for me. The moisturizer definitely didn't do anything for me. Like, I don't feel like it hydrated my skin very much. It felt like a thicker consistency, and that it was like work to like blend it out. I wouldn't rebuy it. And the serum, I feel like I like it, but I cannot get past the smell. Again, I don't know any other vitamin C serum that doesn't have somewhat of at least like a citrusy scent, because it's vitamin C. You know, the scent I can't get over. And I feel like I did see results with it, and I feel like I did like that part of it, but the smell, I can't get with it. I just can't. So for me, I just think the products are just not consistent with one another. I did some research, and again, remember, so I said in my first video that stuff that you, I didn't say this part, but I found out, stuff that you could do at home, such as like the walnut face scrub, the Kate Somerville exfoliates, those are physical exfoliants, because you have physical and you have a chemical. Chemical is like what you would go to the doctor, and they do it with like acid and such. So that's kind of like the difference between a physical and a chemical exfoliant. So in general, I saw this article with the American Academy of Dermatology, and they do state in general, before you should start any type of exfoliation process, that you should consult with the doctor first, because every skin type is different. I mean, I feel like with almost everything, people always say that before you start this diet, before you start this exercise thing, whenever you see a doctor, that's what they always say, because the benefits of exfoliation are it removes the topmost layer of dead skin. So this can be achieved chemically, which are like the peels and such. And it says by applying an acid that dissolves those cells, or mechanically by using a brush or scrub to physically remove the cells. So any type of exfoliant that you do at home is considered a physical exfoliant. Because remember, the concern was that it's because of the exfoliant. So any exfoliant technically has the potential of doing micro tears. Oh, then I looked into this article I found at Derm Store, and it did say that oily skin types that benefit the most from mechanical exfoliators, which again, at home what you could do, as they can withstand more abrasive cleansing, which I did not know. They said that exfoliating brushes and scrubs are widely available, because they're talking about the pros of these, and that it's a relatively effective way to get rid of dead skin cells and impurities and temporarily minimize the appearance of large pores. They are especially effective at getting rid of blackheads. However, they're not always the most gentle way to exfoliate. Excessive abrasion can result in irritated skin. For those with sensitive skin, opt for a gentle, fine-grained cleanser. Because again, most cleansers are still going to have some type of grain in it. I still don't understand why people are going so in on Kylie Jenner. So I found this other, let's see here, I guess the article, and it's from Into the Gloss. And what did I find on here? So they interviewed like Dr. Dennis Gross. I don't really think there's like a date on here, but a lot of these comments were people wrote on like 3 years ago. So I'm guessing it probably came out in 2016. But anyway, they talked to Dr. Dennis Gross, who of course is amazing. He definitely says that you should definitely look into the ingredients list to make sure none of the exfoliating agents are too large, which again we talked several times. So he does say that avoid large exfoliants like fruit pits and nut shells, since they have a tendency to cause micro tears in the skin. We should discuss what micro tears are. Not the end of the world. And they said that they recommend one that's like the fresh sugar face polish is a great one because it has sugar granules are tiny enough to not be irritating. So then I looked a little bit further, and then I was like, well, you know what, like that all makes sense, but they're not really getting into like walnuts or other brands. So I was like, look, let me do this instead. I don't know. Oh, that's what I did next. So then I was like, okay, wait a minute. So then I looked up about like a fruit pits. Exfoliators with fruit pits in it can be large enough to do like those micro tears, you know, whatever. So I looked it up, and it says a stone fruit, also called drupe, is a fruit with a large stone inside. The stone is sometimes called the seed, but that is a mistake as the seed is inside the stone. The stones can also be called a pit. Example of stone fruits are peaches, nectarines, plums, mangoes, almonds, apricots, and cherries. So I was like, okay, that all makes sense. But again, I'm not really finding anything where it talks about other brands or anything like that. I'm like, Kylie Jenner can't be the first. And I know people are always talking about comparing it to the St. Ives. I know they can't be the first or the last. So I did look this up. Kylie Jenner ingredient lists that it uses the blend of fruit extracts, because most of the ones I could find from other brands had fruit extracts. So I'm like, that can't be what it is. And fine walnut powder that gently exfoliates. So I was like, okay, that's some great information. So I then go on to Sephora, and guess what I find on here? So on here I find that Ole Henriksen, who I absolutely love, has a transforming walnut scrub. How come nobody is going ham on that? Did I miss that? Like, what the hell's going on there? So I'm like, Kylie Jenner is not the only one that has like a walnut scrub. And again, it's not just a walnut scrub that can do the micro tears or cause that irritation. It's anything with larger granules that can do that. So I think that, again, people are just jumping on the bandwagon to hate on the Kardashian-Jenner family. Again, even though all of the products didn't work out for me, I still think it's a great brand. And, you know, a lot of the stuff was not as expensive as the stuff I use skincare-wise. So, I mean, I say if you like it, use it. Again, two of the products really worked out for me. I'm definitely going to rebuy for sure. You know, so maybe she'll reformulate some of these items, repackage them, make some of them larger, which I hope she does. But again, for me, I don't think it was such a big deal as people were making it. But definitely the toner and the face wash, you guys should definitely think about, consider, buy. It's absolutely amazing. Here's the end of my review. I don't know if I answered all of you guys' questions or not, but if you do, just leave them down below. I'll definitely look it up. And again, I'm not trying to say I'm some expert, and even if you are the expert in whatever field you're in, there's always room, opportunity to grow and to learn. No one's ever going to know every single thing. So definitely do your research regardless. You know, again, for me, even though I didn't find the walnut scrub to be abrasive, somebody else who has more sensitive skin may in fact do so. Again, like I said in my first video, stay in your lane. Find out what works for you. Don't just jump on this, oh, it's Kylie Jenner, I'm gonna buy it. It may not work for you. So find out what works for you. I found the two that work for me. I love the walnut scrub. I think it's just being blown out of proportion. So that's that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on my next Mother Tuck It video. Bye.